minutes.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is super cool to be here today at the AI Global Frontier Summit. I'm Wonkyu Lee, and for more than 10 years, I've been working on how computers can help us to tell if someone is who they say they are online, especially using a smart technology called AI. Today, we are going to talk about how AI helps to keep us safe online when it comes to figuring out who's real and who's not. We are looking at the new tricks bad guys are using and smart ways we are fighting back, and what the future holds for us keeping our online identities secure. Let's dive in. Our talk today will cover two big parts. First, the sneaky things AI helps bad guys do that makes it hard to trust people online. Then, we will talk about the clever ways AI is being used by good guys to stop them. I'm going to tell you what we've learned and how AI is being used by bad guys, and then how we are using AI to build even smarter ways to protect everyone. Let's start by looking at the tricky stuff we are up against. One of the biggest and the fastest growing problem is that bad guys are creating tons of fake accounts and even fake people online. And I'm not talking about just a few simple attempts. This is a very organized and super smart plan. These bad guys act a lot like a fast-moving tech companies. They constantly test websites and apps to find the weak spots, just like a software company checking its new games for bugs. They learn from every attempt, tweak their methods, and then quickly grow their cheating operations when they find a way in. For example, huge groups of computers called bot farms with a large of practice running using fake information that look totally real. This helps them get better at their tricks without being caught. Once they find a hole in the system's defenses, they use super smart AI and automatic tools to create waves of fake accounts, totally overwhelming normal security checks. It's not just that there are so many of these fake accounts, it's also that they are getting much smarter and more focused. These attacks are made just for specific websites or certain types of identity checks, which makes them really hard for older tech security systems to spot. This kind of organized, automated fake identity creation is a huge threat to being able to trust anyone online. To truly understand how serious this is, let's look at some real life examples of how AI is being used by cheaters against online identity checks. We've seen organized groups of bad guys using AI powered bot farms that can make thousands of unique but fake user profiles in just a few minutes. Then, these aren't just simple computer programs. They use a complex AI that makes them act like real humans with different backgrounds to look believable. Even physical documents are under attack through AI-powered fakes. Cheaters are using amazing AI programs to create completely fake ID cards, like a driver license or passports, that looks almost exactly like the real ones to a human eye. The AI makes it sure every detail is perfect, like the text being straight, the background looking real, and even the fake security features of that seem totally convincing. Maybe the most worrying thing is the rise of fake faces. We've seen situations where AI made faces called deepfakes are used to try and trick live face scanning security systems. Now, these aren't just pictures. They can actually make a fake face moving slightly, blink naturally, and even show different emotions. This makes it incredibly hard for real people, even trained experts, to tell if they are looking at the real person or computer-made fake. These deepfakes are getting super detailed, copying even tiny skin features. But the biggest danger is that bad guys don't just use one trick. They often combine different ways to cheat. For example, one group might be super good at making fake faces, while another focuses on creating fake documents with tiny AI-made mistakes like odd fonts or weird shadows that are designed to slip past normal computer checks. The scary result is that tons of super believable fake identities flood online systems, which shows why we desperately need strong, smart, and AI powered defenses. To really fight these smart bad guys, we need to understand how they think and work. They don't just hide in dark corners, they act with a discipline, speed, and new ideas that you'd see in successful new company like a tech startup. The weird subtle way of cheating shows up in a few key ways. First, they test weakness like they're trying out new features, just like a real company would test its new app for bugs. These cheaters constantly poke and prod online identity systems to find their weak spots. They try different ways to attack, see which ones work best, um, and write down everything they learn to make their next attacks even better. Second, they measure how successful their attacks are. They're not just guessing, they are trying to be super efficient. And third, they change their plans super fast. The moment our defenses get stronger in our areas, these fraud startups don't give up. They adapt incredibly quickly, finding new ways to attack, developing clever tricks to get around the security, and using a new weak spots they discover. Fourth, they build their own tech tools. This isn't just about using programs they found online. Smart cheating groups to create their own special computer program. This includes advanced software that automatically make fake documents, tools that create incredibly real defects, and programs that help them make their cheating operations huge around the world. It's like they have their own secret research and development department. Finally, once they get a win, they make it huge fast. They can easily create thousands of fake accounts, bots from different spaces using huge computer network to launch massive organized attacks. The big change in how they work means that we are no longer just playing a simple game of hide and seek. It turned into a major race to create new ideas, where AI is not just a tool for good businesses, but also the most powerful weapon in the hands of these criminal entrepreneurs. Understanding this is the very first step in building strong defense for everyone. So, the big question is, how does everyone in the online world fight back against these super smart and fast moving bad guys? The answer is clear. But we keep trying to fight this AI powered threat with old ways, like simple rules that are easy to get around, relying too much on slow and mistake prone human checks or using security systems that don't share information. We are going to fall behind. The old security playbooks just aren't strong enough for the modern cheating programs. To really protect ourselves online, everyone in the industry needs to totally change how they do things. We must move fast, detect smarter, and learn from global attacks. Automate response on large scale. This is exactly where AI becomes not just helpful, but absolutely necessary for protecting us all. The main goal for the whole industry is to make cheating not worth the time or money for the bad guys. We want to make it expensive, slow, and impossible to predict for them. If cheaters can't know for sure how defenses will react to their new tricks, they can't make their cheating operations huge and profitable. By making things uncertain and forcing them to constantly invest in new ways to cheat, we really cut into their profits and stop future attacks. This smart change in our plan is super important for staying safe online in the long run. Let's get into how AI actually helps us to defend ourselves. The most powerful and amazing things AI can do in checking identities is its incredible ability to spot patterns in huge amounts of information. While super trained human checker might find all things in one or two ways after looking at 100 applications, an AI can look at thousands or millions of tiny pieces of information all at once. It can connect complicated patterns across many different things that humans just can't see or process. And here are pick and smart pattern AI systems are being taught to constantly track and analyze across the whole industry. Internet address behavior. This means watching for weird things like a super fast location jump, where someone's online address suddenly switches from one country to another, or speed actions, which means someone is doing things impossibly fast from one IP address, suggesting a computer program bot is at work. VPN proxy use. Online security tools can find and flag suspicious combination of VPNs or proxy services that cheaters often use. This helps us to tell us the differences between people using privacy tools for good reasons and those using them for bad stuff. Suspicious email and phone style. AI looks at how email addresses and phone numbers are made. They're enabling, they're ending, like .com or .org, and how they been used before. This helps us to spot fake or temporary identities that might be uh, created for mass cheating. And fake picture attempts. Super smart AI can tell if a picture sent for a check was taken live by a camera, or if someone is trying to sneak in an old, possibly changed picture. Um, this helps us spot when someone is trying to trick the system. All things in document layout, shadows, and textures. This is where amazing computer vision AI is super good. AI carefully looks at digital document for tiny mistakes, like a letter that is slightly off center, a shadow that looks unnatural and suggests a picture was put together, or fake texture that doesn't match a real document. It's super important to understand that it's not just about one red flag. It's about seeing how many different weird things are connected and lined up. For example, if a tiny bit of text is off-center and the internal internet address is from a non-cheating network, and the email address looks suspicious, and many more. Um, so a core rule that's becoming common across the industry is always ask for a live photo or action um, or active scan. Never accept a picture that's just uploaded. Okay, and And challenge gets even bigger when it comes to checking documents. Today's cheaters are using AI more and more to create super convincing fake driver's license, electricity bills, tax forms, and bank statements. So on the surface, these documents often look totally real, but AI, especially advanced computer vision AI, is carefully taught to find tiny mistakes that human eyes would totally miss, such as uneven spacing, alignment mistakes, hidden data weirdness, and uneven noise, and font issues. AI models are trained to flag anything that is not exactly like a perfect real document. Even a tiny shadow that's off by 2 pixels or weird light reflection can be the clue that shows it's a fake. The super detailed detection is only possible with advanced AI. Let me tell you about a really smart way to way the industry is building AI systems now. It's called the multi-AI agent architecture. Imagine that not just one big smart computer program, but like a team of super smart AI detectives, and each one has a special skill. They all work together to do super complete and reliable check. Having many smart programs working at once makes our checks much more accurate and tough to fool. Each AI defective in the system has an important job. Desk agents. This is the first AI that interacts with the user. It helps guide them through sending their information and smartly asks for things to be sent. And again, if someone isn't clear, something's not clear, and this makes it easier for the user and ensure we get good information. And data extraction agent. This is detective is a pro at pulling all information. It quickly and correctly reads and takes out details from all sorts of documents. No matter how they are laid out, it doesn't just read word. It understands that what they mean, even using smart language understanding. Document type verification agents. These agents specialize in checking documents. They carefully making sure the document sent is the right kind of format for what's needed. For example, if we ask for passport, that agent confirms it's really a passport and not just a bill or pretending to be one. A cross-referencing agent. This is super important. The detective compares information. It looks at details across the different documents, like if the name on an ID matches the name on bank statements, and often checks this against other user information or past patterns. This helps us find any differences or signs of fake connections that might mean cheating. Decision making agents. This is the boss of the whole team. The decision making agent collects all the findings and how sure each other agent is about their part. Then it puts all it together and makes the final decision on the check. This includes deciding if someone is approved, need more checking by a human, or is denied. A cool new thing happening in this industry is adding something called a model context protocols (MCP). This lets the AI check the gathering info against the super trusted official databases like a government ID records, adding another layer of safety and accuracy. This team approach with the multiple AI agents makes online identity checks much more accurate and much harder to trick. If one AI agent isn't totally sure about something, the other agent jumps in to help and provide more information, just like getting a second opinion from a doctor. This framework and smart collaboration prevent any single part of the system from failing. It makes the whole system much stronger. This type of system is especially powerful for checking documents that aren't always the same format, like an electricity bill, rental agreement, or various government forms. Because if different agents can focus on specific parts, um, checking complicated documents become super efficient and accurate. It's like having a dynamic team of super smart experts working together all time, 24/7, on millions of checks. The level of smart teamwork-based AI isn't just a small step forward. It's genuinely changing the future of safe, scalable, and adaptable online identity checking for everyone. To finish up, we are definitely in a time where AI is both the bad guy's biggest weapon and our strongest shield against them. The world of online identity is always changing, and we need to understand that the future will definitely bring smarter cheaters, better fake media, more realistic fake identities, and but as these things get bigger, AI will also become incredibly powerful for us, the good guys. The industry is expert. Uh, industry expect big new ideas and more use of important AI tools like cross-checking AI, learning together, federated learning, and trust no one system like a zero trust framework, and advanced behavioral biometric, and more. And the big question for all companies and all of us is, will our systems be able to keep up fast enough in this super fast changing world? The staying still isn't an option. It's like putting out an invitation for trouble. So I will leave you with this important idea. Online identity cheating is now an AI problem. It absolutely needs an AI solution. The only way for us to keep winning this ongoing battle is to be faster, be smarter, and never stop learning. The future of trusting people online depends on all of us working together using AI in smart and responsible ways. Thank you for your time.